Yeah, doing good. The last couple of weeks, the Wednesdays, this has been pretty much my down day to really rest and to recover mentally, get the reps in and still do walkthrough and everything, but just not the fast, periods that we do.
Justin, when it comes to just Max Grossman, how much have you gotten to know him as QB2, and what was it like to just start getting to know him this week, just in the basics to start?
Yeah, I've seen him all of training camp, just being sidelined and just kind of watching from afar. Of course, seeing him in preseason games and seeing the different throws and reads that he makes. He's definitely a good quarterback. So to be able to be fit in with this offense and create a spark for us, something that we really need right now.
Justin, how much have you noticed, kind of pay attention to what Sam's doing this season with Seattle?
Oh yeah, he's definitely balling. It's hard to miss it when the number one receiver is topping in the NFL. So he's been killing it. Of course, some people would talk about the bad games that he have, but all in all, he's leading his teams to victories. So that's the main thing. So it's definitely going to be tough to go to their home in that environment to get a win out of there. So we got to lock in and we got to execute our plays all in all on all three phases and come out with a dub.
What do you see in their defense, and why are they so tough to play against?
They got the overall good defense. They have players all around the field, secondary-wise. They have two really good corners. They got a good, safety. So it's tough to really just run plays on them. They don't really run too much man. So you really just got to find them in their zones and attack them in their zones and find them in those soft spots that they have. So that's really the tough part. And it's just, of course, dialing it up and calling the plays that work against their defense.
Justin, when you think of Sam playing with Smith in particular this year, probably getting some of the coverages thrown his way that you have seen with him. But if you think back to Sam when he was with you last year, how soon did he kind of figure that out in terms of how to adjust the way people cover you and how to beat those different coverages that you see?
I'm not really sure exactly when he, figured it out. The whole season it was kind of figuring out how defenses really play me, and he never really had that type of receiver or type of offense that really had that, number one guy that defense really, pay attention to and focus on. So, just throughout the season, I would say different times that he learned of ways that, he just have to just throw it up to me, and some ways that he might have to go another way. But I feel like they have been attacking defenses very well. The schemes, of course, Sam's ability to throw the ball, his arm talent, and of course, JSN just making those plays and creating that separation.
Chris, what have you thought of JJ's first 6 games? Just kind of in total.
Tough, I would say, all in all, just because it's early. He's new to the game. He's new to the NFL. He's learning just like everyone else had to learn as a rookie. And he obviously had to go through the mental stage of having to overcome injury the first year. So just a tough transition for him. But I feel like just him learning these past couple games and, of course, learning the stretch of this season, I feel like he's going to bounce back in a different way than everybody else is going to think so.
What makes you think that?
Just talking to him and seeing the arm talent that he has, seeing his composure, seeing the confidence that he come with every single day. Of course, seeing the poise that he have throughout the game. He's relentless. He's confident to go out there. He just has to carry it on throughout week at a week, and just show up on Sundays with that mentality that he's been having the whole entire week.
Just with Max, KOC was talking about kind of his superpowers is processing, and that was the thing that the coaches noticed about him. What does that mean to you as a receiver when your quarterback is good at processing information?
Yeah, I would say his ability to make reads and really, seeing the different coverages and seeing, ways that we can attack him with his arm. His ability to really sling it in there, and he has the ability to loft it into a spot as well. So being able to process information quickly would be just getting it in and out of his hands as fast as possible, so he doesn't have that effect of getting the rush. Thank you.
Yeah, obviously they've got a good defense, but we've got the utmost confidence in Max, and throughout training camp, throughout the year, he's mentally prepared himself to be ready to go. Shall that happen? And it's he's got confidence in the huddle. He's and just being out there and trying to be an option for him is really my job, and to try to find space and just kind of get him in a role and a rhythm of things. So like I said, we have nothing but confidence in him and what he can do as a player, and it'll be a good opportunity for all of us.
Just when it comes to Max, KOC's talked a lot about processing, and you've played with a lot of different quarterbacks. What does that mean to you when it comes to a quarterback and how quickly they process information?
That's what a lot of great quarterbacks are able to do. They're able to move from read to read based on what the defense has given us, and really make it through the progressions. Obviously being with a lot of quarterbacks and doing their thing, you can be on the backside of the route, and you end up becoming the primary just based on what the defense has given you and what they're calling for. So that's obviously a big thing at that position. You kind of have to say yes or no quickly and move on to the next. So, yeah.
It's also one of the loudest stadiums in the NFL, and I'm sure we're going to bring it, quarterbacks out there in a lot of experience. How do you negate that? What can you do?
I mean, obviously we're preparing for that in here with loud crowd noise or whatever it is, and trying to just get prepared with it. Obviously, last year we played there, and it's a loud environment. It's a tough place to play, but you have to have nonverbal communications. You have to have be able to have your verbal communications as well, and then just really honing in to what the quarterback is doing, reading lips in the huddle, and whatever you got to do in order to get the play call, and in order not to be the guy that is asking questions at the line, because it's never a recipe for good. So. I think that's going to be a big challenge, but obviously preparing the right way and just mentally get ready for all of that.
Hey TJ, with JJ, just what your conversations been like with him this week? How's he handling yet another injury?
It's part of the NFL is injuries, so he's going through the protocol, and we'll see what happens this week and see how he moves along in it and does all that. But he's a pro, and he's mentally preparing for this game. So that's really all you can ask from him, and what he's been able to do.
PJ, how much have you guys been able to watch Sam or stay in touch with Sam this year just to follow what he's got going on in Seattle?
Yeah, Sam became a really close friend pretty quickly. So, great person, great player. He's balled out when he's there, and he obviously had a great season for us. So, I wish nothing but the best for Sam and who he is and who he's got around him and his support system. So, excited to see him and get to chat with him after the game. I keep in touch with him a lot. So he's a great person, great human being. I keep in touch with a lot of people, so it's going to be fun to see him.
All right, guys, thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
I had a great experience with Sam. Came in together, got to grow together, learn the offense, and I feel like he helped me become a better player in his time here as well. So definitely excited to see him again.
What's he do well? Why can he step into a system in that short order and make something happen?
He's a pro's pro. He's been doing this for a long time. He plays at a high level. He's very smart. He has all the intangibles, and he's hungry. I feel like Sam's always out to prove himself as well.
I know that it hasn't been declared that Max is starting to take practice reps with him. What did you see from him when you had an ability to watch him either in training camp or just in some of those preseason games?
Somebody who's dialed in, focused, just trying to take advantage of every rep they get, even if they're not getting the rep, they're in the back or staying late after practice. I've seen him do that all training camp just to come in and get the system down. As a rookie, it could be a lot, so he's kind of getting double the reps every day, staying after practice, running through the script again. Some practices I stay out there with them just to give them a guy to use. So, hard work pays off, and you never know. You never know.
What do you see from him as the leader of the first team offense today?
He came to the huddle, commanded the huddle. Just very sharp in his calls and just focused. You could tell he's excited to be going out there, maybe getting an opportunity out there. So he's just down. But he goes about the same week every week. Never know if you're one guy down or two guys down, what can happen in a game. That's kind of how my career got started. Two guys went down back to back, and I'm like, I never thought this would have happened. So he always goes about his preparation the right way, and if his number's called, I feel like he'll be ready.
KOC's talked about Max's superpower kind of in his processing ability. How do you describe that with the quarterback? What does that mean, and what's the value of that?
Definitely, a quarterback has to see a lot. They're probably seeing the most in a play from what they come out in to get us, identifying the front to get us in the right protection calls, then to identify if there's going to be a pressure or edge pressure or the safety's buzzing down, and then after the snap, kind of determining what coverage they're in. If they're trying to bait you and make it look like one coverage and drop to another, it's all little chess pieces, games within the game, and I feel like if somebody can pick up on that quick, it'll allow them to play faster.
And what have you thought about JJ's first 6 games?
No, I feel like JJ came out. He's competed very hard in the first 6 games. We haven't made his job easier around him. I always say it's our job, all the 10 others, to make his job easier, so that we can, if a play presents itself, we can make a play. And not everybody, including myself, has done that to make his job easier. But I always tell him, I lift his head up and tell him I'm proud of him. One day you're going to look back at these times and kind of laugh on it, or not even laugh on it, just be thankful for the process, and the ones who've counted you out, they're going to have to recount.
Do you think that he sees that, or is it too much in the moment for him to be able to see that big picture?
I think he does. I think it's a little bit of both, but I think he does. Just talking to him, I mentioned that to him. You're going to look back, and he was just the person he is. He's like, no, I'm going to be thankful. I'm going to thank God for these moments, and it's all a part of the growing process. And I feel like you look across the league, it takes quarterbacks time. It takes them. They're not going to come out game one and just be fine or awesome. It takes time, and the DCs, the defensive players, they get paid for a reason to try to make his job hard.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.